Well, hello guys. Let me try to spin this around. Hi. I am sitting in my loft. I wanted to do an update, and I appreciate all your views, and I appreciate that you're interested in fun things in the woods. This is my little art studio project. Actually, I lived here for about a year and a half. Through the winter, it's well insulated, or was. I've got to repair something that blew off the roof, and we got to recap it. But North Carolina had storms in the last few years, and I hadn't been here, like I said, for 5 years. I started building this in 2019. Well, no, 2018, I think. 2019, something like that. I don't know, 6 years ago. And I wanted to show you, you remember I installed the table. I'll try to insert a photo there of that table, or I'll have it in the beginning with the table up. But I like this much better. It's like if I can back up just a little more, it's like a huge daybed, and there I've got to put the drawer in and put the door on there. Those are the two next things that have to be done. And got the window open, and I got a situation. Right now I'm standing at the door, and I've been closing this at night, and it's just been getting open, and I'm like, that's weird. So it's probably just the wind. There's my sweater on there. But I thought they were just scouting. I believe we have honeybees. Okay, here, because the constant traffic. I was a beekeeper, and I thought, well, maybe they're just, feel comfortable and all of that, and are looking to swarm somewhere or something. But I think this has been something that I was unaware of. I don't know. Let me try to show you. The flooring. I put on this subflooring I got for nothing from somewhere. Okay, right there. There's a bee in that hole, and it's a honeybee. It's not anything else. And that hole and the next one, I've seen them going in and out. Now, there isn't any possible way they could grow, because that's 2 feet long. So I'm going to keep an eye on the situation. I'm not afraid of bees, because like I said, I was a beekeeper. And there's definitely something funny going on. They're also in here. And I thought maybe that's one of them wood dauber things or something. But no, they're a real honeybee. Like beekeepers know the difference. They appear to be a little on the darker side. Maybe a carnelian, or one of the common, more the yellow. Some of them are more yellow, like the typical honeybees you're used to seeing. And the carnelian is sometimes a little darker, a little more like wild bees. There's like the mason bees up there. I've got to clean off that roof, and this is a mimosa tree that I had trimmed back 5 years ago, but it's over the house, and that can't be cool. It'll hurt a roof. So these are little projects that I've got going on. I was looking at this wall. I'm going to start doing it like this. See, do that, finish over here, but I'm going to take off the one on the bottom. I've got some paneling to go behind where the blue tarping is. I use tarps as moisture barriers in some places against wood. You don't want wood against wood, and different things like that. I learned that lesson downstairs. I still haven't cobbed that in. I just got my Amazon L brackets. But, I overdid my back the other day, so I'm just been told by a good source that I still have a restrictor plate on, and to not overdo it. So, but I'm excited because this bow, I want to trim that and put it up here and use it in this curve and start filling this curve, just so that's very creative. And then I'll go straight and be boring up there and straight and boring up here. But I'll do something funky with the window. That's my little window to the world. It actually looks up on the mountain. I don't know if you've ever seen out there. It's a property that was part of this property, and she sold it to a man, and I heard that he passed. Now, I know when I was here 5 years ago, they cut this big tree down. They cut 2 huge pine trees. See the stumps there? And I was hoping that, yeah, I would have been able to make benches out of those logs, but they're too far gone. I think we can make a little retaining wall, though, which would be really cool. Run them actually vertically like this, because, see, way up the mountain, there's a house up there, and I think that guy passed away, too, because I said, wow, they've started working on that house since I left, and she said, yeah, and then they passed away. But see, there's 2 abandoned old trailers there that have been open and overrun by bugs. I don't know, bugs and ants and critters, and they have a free-for-all in the places. So anyway, it's like time stood still there 5 years ago. But we're on the, how do you say, southern side of Fox Mountain. We're on one of the peaks, and it's beautiful here. I'm sure you've been told by me. Anyway, introduce you to the pole. This pole has been there since I built it. It was my oh shit pole. Like, if I stepped off, that was my last oh shit. Okay, so that's, I know, just a private joke and funny. Ha ha ha. And there's my easel and some of my drawing stuff. My brushes I've had forever. I'll probably paint a birdhouse. Oh, and I gotta paint the rest of this too. But I was thinking, this will be black and white checkered, of course, like a flag. And I gotta figure out something for there and there. I had thought of doing a score, painting the score tower maybe at Daytona or something with the red and the Winston cup, the old school one, Everything I do is old school. I do gotta do a little IMSA stuff, so maybe I'll do the tower here and do some IMSA stuff here and all the road courses or something here. I don't know. But it will strike me when I finally think of it, and it'll make sense. More than I do. Anyway, let me climb down. This keeps you healthy, Even though I gotta go slow. But I wanted to see if we see any honeybees coming in and out. See that little hole right there? That's where they are. He just went in there. In between the floor, and there's nowhere to go. Oh, it goes all the way through and out. That is just the strangest thing. Well, if they do decide to nest here, like I said, I'll call a beekeeper and have them take the bees, because I'm not set up at this point with any hives or clothes or anything. I started to think they were just foraging. And then I put out honey and they have no interest in it. I seen them with fuzzy pollen on their legs. Look like little thunder thighs. And they started to do the hoo-ee-you. Like, the hoo-ee-you is when you see them come up to you and they fly back and forth like this. This is a question, the questioning. And it's frightening for people if they don't know bee language. That's what it is. So anyway, closed up the back wall. That's temporary there until I just don't want critters coming in. I kind of tried to block it. Oh, and these I blocked too. I have these plastic bags. Now, I'm not working out here today. I got to take it easy. I'm telling myself that I'm getting good progress done, not to screw it up. What these are is all your Amazon packing stuff. That makes good insulation sometimes, see? You can run it in your doors and stuff. I don't like to throw a lot away, and I like to repurpose because I think it's just better on the world. And I've got to replace the moisture barrier here before I concrete the floor. And that back wall, of course, I'm going to run that. I got concrete blocks I'm going to run across there, and then a treated section of 3x4 or something, and make a sill that way and raise those up. I got the L brackets to attach those to 2x4s, so that'll be done. So they'll be more like this, and my intent is to concrete block that whole back wall. I did these front walls, but I didn't do the back wall. And the back wall's wet, so it's got to be a little bit deeper block. I might have to set the block in and maybe waterproof coat the outside like the tar used to in the old days or whatever. But that was my shower. I got that shower thing. I keep thinking I need that in the house because my shower in the in the trailer is too high and it squirts me dead in the eyeballs. So I need to put a lower one in. And so anyway, I'm making progress. Oh, I'm going to plant plants today. And just in the house with my plant starter stuff. Oh, I didn't shut the upper door. Well, I'm going to leave it there. There's my Stelly. There's my pile of stuff. I got to bring that table in the house before the rain. I just set it up there yesterday to set my tools on. So, yeah, it's coming along. And the door shut itself. I'll go up there and shut it. Have a good day. Oh, long videos. Sorry I'm boring. And let you look at the mountains and hear that Carolina wren. Yep.